Thank you, Emily. So far we've covered three types of conflict: task, process, and relationship. We've also covered the causes and effective ways to deal with conflict. In this section, we're going to cover a fourth perspective: productive conflict. Imagine this. In a young executive's very first boardroom meeting, he walks in and he asks the CEO, "What do you want me to do while I'm here? What is the protocol?" And the CEO simply looks at him and says, "Speak your opinion. If I wanted you to come here and just agree and nod your head up and down, then what's the point of even having you here?" That CEO was trying to produce what is known as productive conflict. So what is productive conflict? A conflict-free organization isn't great, it's near death, because every organization has conflict. Conflict can cause fear. Fear can lead to inaction and avoidance between people who disagree. And inaction and avoidance, well, it's counterproductive to whatever is trying to be accomplished. But conflict is natural. Conflict is productive. So can conflict be productive? Well, truthfully, yes it can. Conflict forces people to interact. Different points of view are shown to have value, and true opinions can be expressed. That leads to challenges, which leads to solutions. So are there benefits to conflict? Well, of course there are. You see, the benefits of conflict are often not seen by those involved in the conflict. Conflict itself can engage employees, make them communicate. Conflict can get an employee's attention, make them think about a topic or subject. And conflict can also improve employee relations. Because once you get people talking about a subject and communicating, your relations are going to improve, and it's going to improve the employee's morale. Conflict in itself does a lot of things. Most of those are positive, but most of all, it improves ideas. You see, conflict in itself is productive. Again, conflict is productive. We've seen a lot of examples otherwise, but when we're looking at creating solutions, we have to look at differing opinions and find the best choices. How do we make that conflict productive? That's a question many ponder. The best thing to do is use the most respectful interpretation. Instead of saying, "I don't like your idea," preface your opinion with, "Well, maybe we could look at something this way, or maybe we could look at something another way." And allow freedom of speech for employees. They have to feel that they can speak what's on their mind. It will create an expectation of conflict whenever there's a problem. But as long as we're all willing to be respectful when we're dealing with a tense situation or a disagreement, we'll have a better chance of reducing fears. And those fears are what lead to conflict and the fear of conflict itself. You see, for most people, conflict is something they try to avoid. At a boardroom meeting, whether in an office setting, working on a project, but conflict can be beneficial. Conflict can be productive. Thank you. We appreciate you taking the time to watch our group presentation on conflict. If you have any questions for myself or any of our presenters, please feel free to visit www.baker.edu. Again, thank you for your time.